It's not terrible what the Hoop Collective, Brian Windhorst and the crew had to say about the Sacramento Kings, but we've heard better. We've heard worse when it comes to the projections and predictions for the Sacramento Kings. This is from the Hoop Collective podcast as they break down their thoughts on the Sacramento Kings.
You have Sac in this tier too?
Sacramento's such an interesting team to me because I think they have the highest floor and the lowest ceiling of all these teams. I think they're going to be right around. This is just how it's out. No, we're good. Around 48, 49 wins. They're going to be a really good regular season team. They're going to be incredibly hard to play on a nightly basis. Mike Brown will have them guard better than their talent shows. They've got De'Aaron Fox and DeMar DeRozan to give the ball at the end of games. Those guys are going to be good in clutch situations at the end of games. Those guys are all healthy. We'll go back again to the durability thing. DeMar never misses games. Sabonis never misses games. De'Aaron Fox is pretty healthy. They should be available. They should win a lot of games in the regular season. I think they'll make the playoffs. Wouldn't shock me if they finish 5th or 6th. And I think they'll lose in the first round because I just don't think they have the ceiling beyond that.
But I think they'll make the play in, and we'll see about playoffs. It ain't going to be easy to make playoffs in the West. The question, obviously, how's it going to fit with DeRozan? That's one thing. But for the Kings to be able to get out of that tier, Keegan Murray's really got to take a leap. And I know that there was optimism about him as, hey, maybe he can be, or hopefully he can be the third star on that roster alongside of Sabonis and Fox. And again, it's kind of like the Austin Reeves thing. By no stretch of the imagination was he bad last year. He had a solid year. He had a pretty good year. But he didn't, he was a 15-point, 5.5 rebound guy. He's got to be that. He wasn't anywhere near star territory. And for them to be more than, I think, a 7 to 10 type of seed, I think he's got to really make a jump.
Well, and the other guy,
they're going to score.
The other guy
they are going to score.
They are going to score. The other guy that's hugely important to them is Keon Ellis, who is, I think, pretty much locked into being their starting shooting guard. And he shot near 40% from 3 last year and can really guard people. And if he can prove to be even a 37% 3-point shooter on real volume, let alone higher, who can guard, A, critical piece for them, and B, whether you're talking about the Lakers or all these other teams, that's the thing everybody's looking for, is a wing who can really shoot it and can guard people. And if he can step in and do that next to De'Aaron Fox and DeMar and Sabonis, because
don't forget Malik Monk's going to get a lot of those minutes.
He will play, but he's not going to start. And
he's one of the best bench players in the league. That's his role.
I agree, but they need somebody to be able to guard the best player on the other team. And if Keon Ellis can do that, that is a material changer of what the ceiling is for the Kings in terms of what they can do. If he's a real, if he can become Danny Green for them.
The note there about them essentially just assuming that it's going to be Keon at the 2. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's just a straight up, these are national guys. Do you think that's an assumption just in general based on what we all watched? Or do you think that could be sourced at all?
No, I would think that's an assumption. I would guess that it's just that he ended the season as the starter and then he finished the season, playing really well too. It wasn't like it was just, hey, let's get by with this guy. I think it's that he played well enough.
Yeah.
That I think it is just an assumption, but I still think it's a good one. But
okay.
Yeah. That's all I read from that.
Okay. Yeah. Everything they say is pretty fair to me. They're just talking at the bottom of the playoff, right? 4, 5, 6. I think they're talking more 5 or 6. And
then they talk 7, 10.
Well, yeah, and then they talk playing. Yeah, I think we've done this exercise in a couple different ways, Chris. I think there are the teams that we know are going to be in there, and then there are the teams that most are assuming are going to be in there, but me and you, we're not, right? And that's a lot of people are assuming the Mavericks.
Yep.
I'm not assuming them. A lot of people are assuming the Nuggets. I'm not assuming them. And I guess that last team, Chris, and correct me if I'm forgetting a team. I feel like a lot of people off this Olympics thing are very high on the Suns.
Oh, sure.
A lot of people are slotting in the Suns, but that's 3 teams right there. The teams that we know that we respect the heck out of, the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Timberwolves. Those are the only 2 that we know are kind of locked in. The rest of them, we talked about this earlier this week. The rest of them, I don't know. If you want to give, they're putting in the Mavericks because they just went to the finals, so now that's 3.
Yeah,
and they're putting in the Nuggets because they're champs, so that's 4. And that's essentially what they're doing.
Yeah, sure,
right,
absolutely, yeah. I think the thing that I'm also reading is just in general, no faith. Like even if even when they say like, it wouldn't surprise me if they are a 5th or a 6th seed, they're still probably going to lose in the first round.
Pretty much.
And I think that's the thing that I still haven't really heard from the national media perspective. Even the Stephen A, I think it's going to be Sacramento, the sleeper in the West. We haven't heard anybody go out there and say like, no, Sacramento not only is possibly a good regular season team, but I actually don't see why they can't make it a difficult out for the Denver Nuggets, why they can't make it a difficult out for the Dallas Mavericks. It just feels like everybody is still in the mindset of, even if the Kings are good, it's just cute. That's it.
Right.
It's just an adorable little story that's going on over there. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be concerned about. It's all fun. And even if it isn't fun, well, then you don't have to worry about them anyways. But the general, and it's not in their tone, but just in the way that they talk about the team, you can tell they don't really believe that they're going to contest against those OKCs, against those Minnesotas. And like you said, I mean, it might even be that middle class of tiers that you listed out there too. To me, it's just the general vibe of, even if they're good, even if the regular season goes well for them, whatever. I don't think of them as a real contender. That's what I hear.
Yes.
From more so the quotes than the exact tone of the conversation. Because I would say, I would say in general, the tone of the conversation relatively is positive. They are not saying, hey, we don't know if the King, I guess McMahon says in there, they might be a play-in, but there's not really much question of, well, you know, the Warriors, are the Kings even, where do they fall in their division? Are they the worst team? Like, there's not much negative tone to the conversation, but again, the words that they're saying, when you see them, especially written out, it does just kind of speak to a general level of unimpressiveness.
It sounds like to me this team has stunk for a very long time. I'm happy for the fans that they don't stink anymore. Yeah. They win some games, they light their beam, and it's a cute story. I mean, that's how they feel, right? They're not taking, and we've talked about this before with DeMar DeRozan coming back, or coming to the team. Can he make them into a legitimate contender where people respect you at a different level? The Kings are just simply not respected in a way that, honestly, they haven't garnered that respect yet. You have to earn some of that respect.
They don't even really talk much about DeRozan.
Then they don't.
A little strange.
Yeah, and to me, Chris, you know what it is. You know, we go through puberty and things like that when you're in middle school and high school, and it's nice. No, hold on now.
You just wake up one morning and you're like, just hold on. What's going on?
This is crazy. I'm gonna bring it like, whoa, it's crazy. But hold on now. I'm gonna bring it all around, because right now, right, if somebody calls you cute, that's nice, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'd rather be called cute than the opposite of cute, but you want to be called handsome. Yeah. Right? You want to be called handsome. And right now, the Kings are not being called handsome. No. They're being called cute. Or hot. All right? Or hot. They're definitely not.
If someone called you cute, you're taking it as disrespect, Alan.
Well, yes, but and the Kings should take it
as
disrespect.
Man or woman, it doesn't matter.
But they have to prove. Hey, they have to go out there. They got to dress up nice. They got to get their shape right. They got to get hot, and they got to.
They need, as the kids say, a glow up.
They need a glow up. They need some riz. They need some aura so that they can be considered handsome. Right now, they're just cute. All right, the Love Island. Yeah,
they're friend zoned right now.
They are friend zoned right now. So they got to figure it out.
They're so nice. Like, I love them. Yes. Oh my god!
So you're gonna
be great for you. Yes. You know who would be awesome for you?
Not me.
Not me. Definitely not me. Yeah. But there's so many people you would be a catch for.
Yes.
So many people would die to have
my unbearable friend.
Yes. I want to get there, but I just can't get there with you.
Yeah.
But somebody will.
But it's more on me. It's what I don't.
I need to work on things. I need to work on things. So how can the Kings convince the NBA world that they are handsome? That's what this comes down to.
I prefer hot over handsome.
All right.
Sexy. I feel like you tell like kids that are in a suit for the first time, oh, you're so handsome. Look at you. Yeah. Is that a bow tie?
The King's going to be hot.
Yeah, we need to be hot.
Yeah.
We need to be hot in these streets.
Yeah.
Come on. I need like Shannon Sharp to be looking at us. Okay, come on. Come on. That's how
that's
hot
true.
I want us to be.
Hey, I'm
Come
just
on.
glad you
I
went
want
there.
this to be as hot as an Instagram live from Shannon Sharp.
I mean,
Have you guys changed some more news? Have you guys think leaning more towards conspiracy on that?
I have a lot
There's
of
a
friends
lot of people who are
telling
going
me-
conspiracy route on that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, just checking in, just getting.
I won't say I have made any sort of determination on it because that also requires watching the film, and I'm not.
Come
I
on.
saw it once.
Let's have a bro tape sesh. Let's watch some tape together.
Just grind film.
Grind
as a
film.
show, you know.
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
That's what we
Just
do.
get better, you know. That's
We're
how
all
they
gonna go
say
over
the
to
only way to
Chris's
get
house.
better is
Yeah.
watching film.
Go over to Chris's house, get some food.
Yeah.
Get the surround sound going. Open up the windows.
Partners not invited.
Oh no way!
no
This
way.
is a bro grind.
No way.
Okay.
There is another clip from the Hoop Collective that we're going to play. Also, we're going to get into the details from De'Aaron Fox's shoe in
Ooh.
Sac State, trying to get into the Pac-8. Stiles and Watkins, Sactown Sports.
Our first year as the